Can you hear me?
Audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to hear you. Okay. Okay. We'll start the session. So today, what I want to do is I'll be talking about some before starting this Docker or some other tool. I just wanted to give some overview in Azure Cloud. There is a service called as Azure App Services. This one we haven't discussed about it. Uh, some few Azure services are also pending. So let me complete those things as well. So that because these things are very important in the CI/CD perspective. Okay. So that's the reason I wanted to cover those topics as well. Okay. Let me share the screen. So I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So we will start about Azure App Services. So if I go here, I'll write the documentation and all these points. I'll write about it. So we know about virtual machine, what it will be do and all these things. Like, uh, in Azure virtual machine, what are the things you're going to do? You'll be creating the virtual machine. While creating the virtual machine, going to select like your OS and configuration and all these things, you're selecting it. And after that, if you wanted to work any kind of application, you installing some kind of software in it, and then you start working on it. Suppose you wanted to work with the static website deployment, static website deployment. What are the things you're going to do over there? Comes to static website deployment. You will be installing the dependencies. Dependencies are installed in VM, right? Like what kind of dependencies? IIS feature. If it is in Windows, IIS feature should be installed. Should be installed in Windows, right? In the same manner, if it is in Linux, you are going to install like Nginx or maybe Apache 2, or maybe something like HTTPD should be installed in Linux or static website deployment. We are doing like that. If it is .NET application, if it is .NET application, you need to install respect to .NET software. Yes or no, .NET should be installed over there in Windows or maybe in Linux. Even for Java also the same. Java application, Python application. Those respective software should be installed. Then only we are going to work on that, right? Then only you are going to work on it, right? If it is Node.js application, like a React.js application, we need to install Node.js as well. Like this, you need to do. In the same manner, in the same way, uh, there are additional dependencies also you're going to install, and then you'll be start working on it. you readily make it as available. That's what you're going to do in the static website deployment. What if I can do, I can give like these all dependencies you need to take care. You need to take care in virtual machine. Suppose, for example, you're working on .NET application some version. Like for example, you're working on .NET 7 or maybe .NET 6. But recently .NET 10 came into the market. Now in that particular VM, you wanted to upgrade the .NET related version. So you are going to take care about it and you are upgrading it. Understanding? You are updating on application patching. This kind of thing you need to take care about it. Okay. But whereas this everything we are going to calling it as infrastructure as service. But we have one more service. We have like platform as service. So in platform as service, what we are going to do is platform as service. What are the things we are going to do is actually in platform as service, OS updates, dependencies updates. It completely taken care by Azure only. Understanding? So you don't need to install anything. You just need to submit your code. Understanding? You just need to submit your code. That means what I can tell you is like you give Azure, you give to Azure your application code. Understanding? Your application code. And Azure manages the web server. Azure manages the web server, operating system, patching, understanding? Patching, availability, scaling, and much of infrastructure. Clear? Is it understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Azure App Service is one of the service. It's a platform as a service. Okay. It is used to host web applications, REST APIs, and backend applications. Backend applications also can start working on it. Clear? Without managing the underlying servers. Without managing the underlying servers. Okay. So what you need to take care in this? So Azure is going to support Azure App Service, supports applications built with technologies such as .NET, ASP.NET, Core Java, ASP.NET Core, and then Java. Okay, and then Node.js, Python, PHP, and custom Docker containers. We talk about Docker containers later point of view. Okay, you can host any these kind of things. You can bring .NET application, you can bring Java application, you can bring Node.js application, Python application, PHP, and Docker. Understanding? You can bring up, you can host over here. Understanding? You can host any kind of code, you can bring it, you can host it over here among this. Clear? And the flow will be developer submit the code to GitHub, developer submit the code to GitHub, or maybe Azure DevOps, Azure DevOps. After that, from that GitHub or Azure DevOps, Azure App Service, we can connect it. We can connect our code, and then we'll share it to users. Understanding? And then we'll share it to users. This is the workflow will be looks like. Okay. If you develop a .NET Core, ASP.NET Core website, instead of creating an VM, installing IS and configuring ports, patching Windows and maintaining the server, you can directly deploy the application to App Service, Azure App Service. Understanding? You don't need to install anything. You just need to submit your code. You just need to submit your GitHub URL. That's it. It will all automatically converts your code over there. Okay. This is what it will be looks like. So what are the components will be available in Azure App Service? Like for creating a virtual machine, we have some components, right? In the same manner, here we have important components. So what will be the components here? What are the components we have? Okay, first one we have like App Service Plan. So what does this mean? App Service Plan, what does this mean? So the App Service Plan provide the compute resources where your application is going to be run. Like for example, App Service Plan, you can think of like App Service Plan. App Service Plan, you can think of like it's exactly like server. Understanding? Server. Or we can say compute capacity. Compute capacity. Clear?
Yeah.
And we need to create from this app service, we need to create a web app. That means your application. Your application. Clear?
Yeah.
You can create one app service plan. You can create one app service plan. With that app service plan, you can host multiple web apps. Understanding? With one app service plan, you can host multiple web apps here. Different pricing types will be available. Different pricing types provide, different pricing types will be available, will provide like different features. Different features. Such as scaling deployment slots. This is one of the important feature. Deployment slots, custom domains, backups, and higher compute capacity. Higher compute capacity. You can think of app service plan like the app service plan provides the compute resources. It's going to provide the compute resources where your application runs. Where your application runs. This is about app service plan component. And the same thing we have like web app. Second component is web app. So this is the actual application you deploy. Clear?
Yeah.
So the flow will be, you create a resource group, you create a resource group. After creating the resource group, after creating the resource group, you can create an app service plan. Understanding? App service plan you can create. After that, you can create a web app front end with the name. Understanding? You can create like web app front end, web app API. It's up to you, whatever the name you wanted to give. I'm just giving some random example. Okay, web app admin, something like this. Now, on top of this app service, I created like 3 apps here, 3 applications. So all 3 applications can share the same app service plan resources here. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is about some pointical theory. Okay, what I will do now, yeah, there is one more point is also there. Let me write this point. 1 minute. All three applications can share the same app service plan resources. Third one, the component will be deployment. Okay, what is meant by deployment here? Applications can be deployed using several methods in this app service. We have different methods are there. Different methods are available. Understanding? Like including the methods are including like we have like Visual Studio. Using Visual Studio we can deploy VS Code. Using VS Code also we can deploy GitHub Actions. Okay, and Azure DevOps pipelines. Understanding? Azure DevOps pipelines. Git, using Git also we can deploy. zip deployment is also possible. Zip deployment. Azure CLI, using that Azure CLI or PowerShell also possible. Okay, and also Docker container. We haven't discussed about it. No need to worry. We'll discuss one by one. Using these several methods, we can deploy your application into app service like this. Clear? In industry environments, you will see commonly like developers submit the code to GitHub or maybe Azure repos. After that CI pipeline, after that artifact, building the artifact CD pipeline, Azure App Service. Like that they are going to do. Okay. Anyways, when CI/CD pipelines comes, we'll be mostly focusing on Azure App Services only. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the practical. And let me open this. I want to show it from different account. In the meanwhile, let me show for you ChatGPT. Azure App Services. From this one, I wanted to show it. Okay, let's go and work on it. I think all resources, any resource is there. Oh my God, still listings are there. I thought I have deleted. How many resource groups are there? Just give me a moment. Okay. So I will search for app services here. Okay. App service, you can see here. This is the service. You can just go here and click on create web app. Understanding? You just need to click on create web app, first one. We have web app plus database is the database. I'll go on to cover it, separate topic. And WordPress also we have work on it. Okay. And for managed instance, it is newly added this one. Okay. We'll concentrate on this one only, web app. Okay. Click on this web app and you can choose your subscription under resource group. Okay. I'll select this resource group. I am an RG and then I'll give the name. Okay. I am an, sorry, I'll use small letters. Okay. I am an app 1108. I'll put like this. And then there is something called as, okay, previously they're giving some other feature like we can remove this name. Okay, we can remove this name. But now they are providing with this combination only. It's okay, not a big deal. Understanding? We can provide like this and then the name will be coming like this. Okay. In 1 minute, let me check. My this account. Click on this. Okay, previously they're giving that feature called as secure, some name they're going to give, but they have removed it, I think. Okay, but it's okay. You can see runtime stack, you can see here. .NET, Java, Node, PHP, Python. Like this, we have multiple things are available here. Understanding? You can select whatever things you can require it. I'll select for .NET 10. It's up to me, whichever I want, select it here. And then I can go for Windows or maybe Linux. It's up to you. By default, it is going to selecting the Windows. Okay, and Canada Central we have start, and you can see app service plan. Windows plan is nothing but pricing plan is nothing but app service plan only. It is going to create an app service plan with this combination name, and pricing plan you can see here. And if we explain pricing plan, explore this pricing plans, you will see the features like this, like how you select in virtual machines, selecting the plans, right? In the same manner, you can select it here. We have like free, basic, premium, and then I think standard is one of the things that they have removed it. Previously, we have like standard S1, standard S2 like this we have. They have removed it. Now we need to choose only from this free or basic premium. Okay, I'll go for basic. I'll go for basic and click on select. Click on select. Okay, nothing to do anything here. Let's leave it as default. Okay, I will do one thing. I'll put only IMN so that it will provide the name like this. Okay. And then click on database. Next, if you select this, click on this database details are going to be shown here. Okay. But as of now, we don't require database. You can deselect this one. And then click on deployment. We'll talk about this one. We'll talk about this one. My account already selected here. If I will tell you how to select and all these things. From this browser, I have selected this GitHub account. So that's the reason it is selected automatically. Okay. So by default, leave it as everything default, nothing to change here. Okay. But later we can change this one, basic enable authentication. You can enable it or disable it. We will talk about it, that one as well. Anyways, these settings, we can change it after creation of the app service as well. Okay. Just click on networking, nothing to do anything here. Click on monitor. Here also nothing to do. Okay. And then click on tags and then review plus create. So it is validated, and you can see it is going to cost it's a costlier service. So whenever you've done the practices, please make sure to delete this app service. Otherwise, it will be costing us to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can review the details and then click on create. We have selected .NET, right? .NET runtime, it is automatically available in the app service plan. So from top of the app service, we can deploy our apps over there related to .NET. Okay. Let's see. It's going to take some time. Let's wait. Yeah, it has been deployed successfully now. Now, if I go to the resource, it will be comes like this. App service will be comes like this. And you can see the details as well. For properties, name is like this, publishing model code, runtime stack.NET version 10.0, and like this we have details. And you can see a plan type app service plan is the name, Windows is the operating system, instance count is 1, SKU size is a basic S1. We can scale up as well. We can increase to say scale up as well. That also possible here. That also will be possible here. Here.
Yeah.
Then let me go to the again. So this is the thing we having it. If you want, you can stop it, restart it, delete it as well. If I click on browse, you just see here. This is the same URL only. Default domain is there. That URL only. It will be redirected to the next page. It will take some time to come up the application, something like that. let's wait for it. Usually it won't take some time. You can see here, your web app is running and waiting for your content. Understanding? It is waiting for our content. Clear? So our website is ready. Our website is ready, but we haven't submitted any code to it. We haven't submitted any code to it. Understanding?
Yeah.
So you can see here, Azure App Service is a fully managed platform as service offering from Microsoft for building, deploying, scaling web applications and APIs without underlying infrastructure. What you can host web applications, REST APIs, backend service for mobile apps, static web apps. Key features, multiple programming language supports like .NET, Java, Python, PHP more, automatic scaling, high availability, continuous deployment, custom domains, authentication, authorization, monitoring, security. App service plan. It remains the compute resources available to your resources. Okay, like this we have deployment options you can see. And with these points we have discussed, typical architecture, like generally the architecture will be different point of view. Common use cases, corporate websites, e-commerce applications, REST APIs, advantages, no server management, quick deployment, built-in scaling and load balancing. Strong security features, easy integration with Azure services, pay as you go. Less control over the underlying operating system compared to virtual machines. Some advanced networking OS level configurations require higher pricing tiers. Long-running background process are often better suited to Azure functions or maybe some other things. Okay, you can see the comparison as well. App service, fully managed platform as service, Azure virtual machines infrastructure as service. No OS maintenance. You manage the OS maintenance. Built-in scaling, manual or custom scaling. Fast deployment, more setup required. Best for web apps and APIs. Best for custom software and full operating system control. So when you wanted to choose app service, if you wanted to focus on developing and deploying web applications or APIs without worrying about server administration, in this case, we will go for app service. When you choose a virtual machines, if you need compute control over the operating system, custom software installation, or specialized configurations, in such cases, we will go for Azure virtual machines. Clear?
Yeah.
Is this point clear? Yeah. Now, what I will do is, I'll come back here. Uh, in front of you, I will open HTML codex. HTML codex. Already talk about it, right? Some kind of website templates are available. So I will choose one of the template. I will choose one of the template. The free templates they have removed. There are these things. The pro things are there. Free things. I'm looking for free things. Oh my god! I think they have made it as a paid. For free only they're telling. Let's take any of the travel and tourism. Download now. Free version. Yeah, it will be allowed. I think no need to worry. Okay, we'll save this code. Clear. I'll be downloading this code. So now what I will do, copy this, I'll cut and I'll be pasting up here and I'll be extracting it. Here you can see the code. Here is the code we having it. So let me do one thing. I'll delete this. Even let me delete this. Okay. Once I have deleted, I need to submit this code from GitHub to GitHub. Okay. So what I will do? Okay, let me do one thing. I'll copy this, or maybe I'll copy this code. I'll create some file. So I'll paste it here. So instead of it, I'll open open in terminal. Okay. So let me configure the Git. Understanding? Git init, Git add dot. Understanding? Git
Yeah.
commit -m for let's code added like this. Git log. You can see the code is available. Now what I will do is I'll come back. I'll go to the Git repositories. Okay, here I don't have it. Come back. Let me go back here. GitHub. Let me create the repositories. It's taking time. Very strange. Oh, I'm sorry. Oof. Yeah. Create a new repository and okay, and create a repository. I have existing code also there. Instead of going for existing code, I wanted to show the new code. Okay, clear? Now,
Mhm.
now git push origin, git push origin master. Clear? I'll put like master. -u master. So now the code is went correctly. If I refresh, now the code has been presented here properly. Now what I will do? What I will do? So in this app service, if you go to the deployment, we have something called as deployment center. Is there? Deployment center. Okay. If I go to this deployment center, what will happen? Here we can select our code base. Understanding? We can select our code base here. You can see here. Deploy and build code from your preferred source and build provider. For that, you can see here GitHub, Bitbucket, local Git, Azure repos. Understanding? If you select
Yeah.
CI/CD, if you go for manual push, you can see external Git, like or maybe publish files. These things are available. Understanding? These things are available here. Now you can see if you go for manual deployment, you can submit your package, like whatever the package we have downloaded, right? Whatever the package we have downloaded, right? This package that you can directly upload here. That you can directly upload here. Understanding? That is also possible. That is also possible. Okay. Or otherwise, you can select external Git. External Git. So in GitHub, whatever the link we have hosted, right? This link. You can copy that link. You can copy this link and you can submit it over here. Clear? That is also possible. We haven't discussed about CI/CD, right? So I will show it when discussing about CI/CD. This one I will show about later part of. Even you can select GitHub as well, but still we need to do that one. Okay. Don't go for CI/CD. If you go for CI/CD, it is asking organization and repository branch. So what will happen? Like it will be going to deploy like CI/CD kind of thing. I don't want CI/CD kind of thing. Okay. I will tell you how to perform CI/CD and all these things. Don't go for it. Go for manual deployment, like manual pushing. Okay. And then select external Git. Select external Git. When you select external Git, what it was telling, you can see here. Building with app service, build service, change provider, and you can see SCM basic authentication disabled for your app. If you click on this one, it is going to be enabled. Sir, if if I wanted to do in the settings point of view, how can I do it? You can see here, you have settings here, right? Understanding? Settings.
Yeah.
And you can see this one. You can go to the configuration. You can go to the configuration. If you scroll down here, you scroll down, or maybe, yeah, you can see SCM based authentication credentials is there, right? We need to enable this one. Clear? Generally, it is disable it. So if you enable this one, you can see here. So click on apply. Okay. If you can just refresh, you can here, and you can go to the deployment center. You can go to the deployment center. Now again go to here. Select external Git. Now we are not getting any kind of thing. Any error we are not getting it. Clear?
Yeah.
Now previously we getting the error. Now we are not getting any kind of error. Now we need to put your repository. So you can put the repository link. This is the link, and select the branch master. Clear? And what kind of repository is this? Public or private? Public repository only. Public repository only. Yes or no? Public
Yeah.
repository only. Okay. If it is private, you need to select the private and you need to give the credentials here. Okay. Clear? Like this way it's going to be happen. Just select it as public and click on save. Nothing to do here. Click on save here. Understanding?
Yeah.
And then click on save. So it will be saved up. And it will be deploying it. Now, if you just refresh, you need to get your application code, whatever the code which we have submitted to GitHub, that code it has to be displayed. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Okay, still it is running the same. It will take some time. You can see here. These are the details we are getting it. These are the details we are getting it, right? And if I go to the logs, you can see here generating deployment is there. Generating deployment. As per the current time, it is generating the deployment. If you refresh, it is showing it as succeeded. If you click on this deployment ID, you will see the logs here. Updating submodules, preparing deployment, generating deployment script, running deployment command, running post, triggering the recycle, deployment successful. You can see the logs as well. Clear?
Yeah.
If you wanted to check these logs as well, you can see here. Okay. Even this one as well. Clear? Like this way you can check. Now if I go back and if I refresh, you will see the new code here now. Clear?
Yeah.
So like this way, you can submit your code. Whatever the code you have developed, that code you can directly submit it over here. Understanding? This is the way of doing the deployment. I performed it using to like static website kind of thing. I can show it with .NET code or maybe React.js code or maybe like Python code using Flask application, something like that. I can show that. Clear?
Yeah.
Is this clear now? So like this way, we go ahead and deploy this static website thing. Do the deployment like this using the app services. Using the app services, we'll do like this. Okay. So this is one of the way. So next, I want to talk about something feature called as a deployment slots. Okay. Deployment slots. So what is meant by deployment slots? This is one of the major important point. Okay. Before that, I'll show the things for you. So I will ask like important components in Azure App Service. I ask this question. You can see App Service is the actual deployment application to deploy. App Service plan. These points we discussed it. Okay. And next one we have like deployment slot. This is what I want to talk about. So deployment slots provide separate environments for the same application. For the same application, it is going to provide the deployment slots. So that means you can deploy to a new version to staging and testing it and then swap it to production. Swap it to production. Understanding? Like for example, you have like I'll put like deployment slots. Okay. Deployment slots I'll put about this. So what we can do this deployment slots. So I can tell like it is one of the most useful app service features in deployment slots. In deployment slots. Okay. Like for example, you have production slot. You have already some production slot. It is available already. Clear? Like you have a website like https://myapp.azurewebsites.net. This is your main application code. Understanding?
Yeah.
This is your main application code. And you need to have something called as staging slot. You need to have something called as staging slot. So what the staging slot will do, here also same thing only, but the URL is going to be changed here. The URL is going to be changed here. So how the URL will looks like? My app staging, understanding?
Mm-hmm.
Staging.azurewebsites.net. Clear? This is your URL, staging slot URL. Clear?
Yeah.
You are already deployed in production slot. In production slot, you deployed one application. The application called as 1.0 version. Okay, in production slot. But in staging slot, you'll have like 1.5 version. You have like 1.5 version. Understanding? Now, end users are utilizing this 1.0 version. Now, you already updated this 1.5 in staging slot. This 1.5 is available in staging slot. Understanding? Now,
Yeah.
this 1.5, whoever the people are utilizing as end users utilizing this 1.0, you might feel that 1.5 is upgraded version. Let's view this URL. That means you can see here in this first URL, it is having 1.0. Okay. Now from this one, clear? From this one, you wanted to save as 1.5. Okay. This one we having it. Now you wanted to upgrade it to 1.5. Understanding? Previously, this one is having.
Yeah.
Now you wanted to change it into 1.5. Here 1.5 is there. Now we will change it to 1.0. How you are going to change it, sir? How are you going to change it? We will be swapping it. Understanding? We will be slot the swap. Understanding my logic?
Yeah.
1.0 to 1.5. Whereas 1.5, it is already there, right? That one we may making into 1.0. Like we are swapping it. Slot swapping we are going to do. Whenever you wanted to deploy the new version to staging and testing it, and then perform a slot swap here. Understanding? Slot swap. So instead of going some downtime, like for example, in virtual machine, if you wanted to deploy, you virtual machine, you have deployed it already, 1.0. You wanted to upgrade it to 1.5. What you are going to do? What are the possible ways you are going to do? Can you tell me? If I deploy this in virtual machine, what are the things you are going to do? Suppose in virtual machine 1.0, you can see here, I will tell you this point. So you created the VM. In this VM, you already have 1.0. This is running. So customers are utilizing this already. Customers are utilizing this already. Understanding?
Yeah.
Now you are giving it. Already people are utilizing it. This is the VM. Okay. Now you wanted to change it into 1.5. 1.5. So definitely you're gonna be, your virtual machine is already running. Your virtual machine is already running. So instead of running it, you wanted to upgrade it to 1.5. You wanted to upgrade it to 1.5. What you are going to do? You are completely shut down the mission, or maybe you are completely restarting the mission. Yes or no? Shut down the mission, or maybe you are installing this on 1.0, removing it, and then 1.5 are giving it. In such cases, the people can able to access this application. So downgrading it,
No.
application, no, right? That means downtime is going to be happened here. Downtime is they're going to face. Yes or no? They will not access the website. In such cases, this is having the disadvantage we having it, right? To avoid that one, what we are telling it, this is already accessed by customers. Now from this one, this URL accessing by the customers. Understanding? This URL is accessing by the customers. 1.0 is accessing. So without any downtime, we just swap the slot here. We just swap the slot here. Understanding?
Yeah.
To this one, we'll provide this one as well. Understanding? We just change it. 1.5, we'll just change it to 1.5. Whatever the existing code which is having it, that will be coming up here. That will be coming up here. The latest one is going to be updated here. Understanding? Like swapping, it's going to be happen. Clear?
Yeah.
Without any downtime, without shutdowning the app service, you can do this activity. You can do this activity. Clear?
Yeah.
So developer deploy the applications to staging slot in this URL. After that, we'll be testing it. It is working properly in the sense. Then if it is properly working, then only we stop to production. Otherwise, we will never do the production thing. Okay? Swapping thing. If it is not working properly, again we will go swapping it again. Again we'll perform swap one more time. Understanding?
Yeah.
So like this way we will do. Okay. Now for your understanding purpose, what I will do is I'll go back here. In GitHub as well. In GitHub also, I'll perform some kind of small change here. Understanding?
Yeah.
Clear? So what I will do, I'll come back here. In index, or let me check the website. So I'll get a clarity where I can use that information. Okay. And something, this one welcome message is there. So maybe escape, stay in a luxury. Stay in island luxury is there. I will change some kind of points here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Clear. So here what I will do, I'll edit it. I'll editing it. Clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what I will do, I'll put like some content. Welcome to Azure DevOps sessions. Okay. Like this. Learning Azure App Service. Okay. I'll put like this. Here also stay tuned is there. I'll put myself the name. Trainer by Chaitanya. Working as a cloud and DevOps engineer. Something I like this context. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now I wanted to commit this change. Let me do one thing. Let me call every code. Let me copy this every code. I'll cancel it. Okay. Now what I will do, here we have a master, right? I'll create separate branch here. No, not on master. View all branches. New branch I'm going to create. Okay, I'll going to create like develop. Okay, develop, create a new branch. Understanding? Now, if I go to the code again, you will see two branches is there. Now I will click on develop. Understanding? And now I will change it here. In this level, I will change it. Clear? You understanding my logic?
Yeah.
Now I have changed it. Now if I give Control F, Azure DevOps, if I give it, click on next. Yeah, it is there. Okay, I'll commit the changes. Okay, commit it directly to the develop branch. Yes, I have developed it. I have done it. Okay, now I'll go back here. I'll go back here in app service. Sorry, not in this one. I'll go back here. Okay, you can see here we have something called as deployment slots. Is there? Click on this deployment slots. Click on this deployment slots. Now what you are getting it, upgrade to standard or premium plan to add slots. Clear? Is it clear? So
Yes.
now we have like a basic one. If I go to the overview, you can see here it is having like basic one, V1. Clear? I need to scale up. Scaling. Now I'm telling this feature also scaling. Vertical scaling, increasing the power of the hosting instance. Yes or no? So I
Yeah.
need to scaling up. So this basic one will not available to work for what I can say deployment slots. You can click on this feature view. You will understand this point. Understanding? You can see here staging slots not available, whereas here in premium cases only it is available. Understanding? In premium cases only it is available. Clear? Is it clear now?
Yeah.
So I need to select, if I go to the hardware view, I need to select this. You can see premium P3 is there. Premium V3. I'll select this one. I'll select this one. Click on select. You can see upgrading pricing plan. Understanding? I need to upgrade it. I'll upgrading it. So it is upgraded properly. Within a fraction of seconds, it is going to be upgraded. If I go to the overview section, you can just see here, premium v3. Clear? Previously it is showing as basic, now it is showing it as premium v3. Now, if I go to the deployment slots, you can see no slots has been added. I wanted to add the slot. I wanted to add the slot. Understanding? Clear?
Yeah.
I'll put like stage. Understanding? I'll put like stage. Do not clone any settings from Iman. I don't want to clone anything. I just need to add it. Clear?
Yeah.
So it is going to create a one slot for us. It is going to create a one slot for us. Once it got created, in that slot, we'll put our own code. We'll put our changes code, whatever the changes code we're having, right? That code we'll put it. Okay, let's wait for it. It will take some kind of time. Yeah, you can see here. I am on production, traffic is 100%. I am on stage, traffic is 0%. If I click on this one, it will open like this. Understanding? It will be open like this. Clear?
Yeah.
Let me close this. I'll open it in a new tab. Once you open it, if you click on browse, you click on this browse, you can see here, okay, I've entered dual names, no problem. You can see you are not getting any kind of content here in stage URL. Clear?
Yeah.
So now what you have to do, again, go to the deployment slanter. You need to submit your own code here. Clear? You need to submit your own code here. External Git. Now, again, go back here. Let's, okay, copy this code. Clear? Copy it, paste it. Here, put like develop branch is there, right? That branch details we need to mention here. Clear? And then public. Okay, let's click on save. Let's click on save. It has been done saving. Let's wait for it. It has been saved, but internally it's going to updating it. We'll need to wait for it. And if I go to the logs, yeah, it has been succeeded. You can click on it. You can see the steps as well. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, if I go here, if I refresh, you can see here, whatever we have updated, right? That details are available or not. This is different. This one is fast production slot. Okay. Now, whereas this one, staging slot, we have seen this. Now, in this production URL, I want to get these details. Understanding? In this URL, I need to get these details. So how to perform it? Go here. You can see here swap is there, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Swap. Click on this one. Source is from this. You can select the source. Target is this one and perform it. Clear? Target slot, what are the changes it is having it? Clear?
Yeah.
And then click on start swap. Okay. And then click on start swap. Now this one will become production. We'll see this one. Previously it is showing production here. Now this one will become as a production. Okay. Let's wait for it. Like this slots creations, you can create up to 20 slots you can able to create. 20 slots. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, if I refresh, okay, if I just run back, if I go back here, if I refresh in the main slot, you can see the recent, developments created code. Clear?
Yeah.
In the staging URL, if I refresh, clear, is it clear now?
Yeah.
Like this way, we can change it. I hope it makes sense. Is it clear, right?
Yeah.
So like this way, we can do it. Okay. This is one of the important topic in app service. If you start practicing in it, okay, you will get a complete picture on it. Clear? Even we can showcase this code. You can, if you have development experience with .NET or maybe Python or Node.js, you can bring up this kind of application code and you can do it. Okay.
Okay.
Please practice this one. This will be very, very important. I'm thinking that to start with CI/CD or maybe Docker and Kubernetes, anyone I'll confirm you by tomorrow, because I'm thinking based on our previous sessions, I wanted to think about it. Okay. Now, for you, the assignment, I wanted to give some kind of small project assignment. So what you can do is, we already know about Terraform, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to tell is, like, use Terraform knowledge, and try to create this app service using Terraform. Clear?
Yeah.
And deployment slots, if it is possible, you can try it. Okay. Deployment slots also you can try it. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any queries up to here?
No, all good.
Okay. Okay, then we'll wind up to here. Tomorrow we'll start with the DevOps tool, or maybe if not, tomorrow we'll talk about some other new service called as a load balancer. I want to discuss like virtual machine scale sets and load balancers. This is also quite a bit important topic, so I wanted to discuss this one. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. Any doubt?
And all good.
Okay. Okay, then we'll stop up to here. Thank you.